Cheers, and welcome back to Cooking with MoWino's Test Kitchen. Because truth be told, I'm having my hardwood floors redone. The house is a complete mess with everything pushed up against the wall, stacked up here and there, and we're not going to have a lot of freedom for the next few days. So we're making a couple of meals that we know that we can easily eat in one bowl, one cup, and nuke easily. So that's a perfect excuse to use our slow cooker. So the recipe today I'm doing is a test kitchen of a recipe that I've always made from scratch in my head and spontaneously, but I've written down the recipe for the cookbook, so I'm actually following the directions of my own recipe to see if it works. So here we go. Cheers. We are going to make gumbo. So I have a can of no sodium added chopped tomatoes, and I have some wine. This is literally a Cabernet that I had opened from last night or two from dinner that we didn't eat. I have a spice melody that I have oregano, basil, paprika, cumin, hot peppers, and garlic. No garlic. This is dried herbs. We have chopped our vegetables, and normally those of you who know me know that I do a 4-3-2-1 basis of all my sauces. 4 garlic cloves, 3 carrots, 2 celery stalks, 1 medium onion. This was use what you have in the fridge, so it's basically the same, but a little bit of different in the number, but it's the same thing: garlic, celery, carrots, onions, and green pepper, because after all, it's gumbo. Now, in the cookbook, we're going to have this recipe 2 ways. One way to do it on top of the stove, and this quick, easy method that I think works just as well in the slow cooker. All right, so we have all of our basis of our ingredients of our gumbo here in the slow cooker. Just giving it a good stir. And here I have a pound of chorizo sausage. Traditionally it'd be andouille, but again, this is what I had in the house. So just gonna get this in here so this will flavor our sauce. Okay, and then I have about a cup and a half. Nope, I have 2 cups. Okay. I'm going to put in half first to see where we go, because even though gumbo is liquidy, it could be considered a soup, as some would call, but it's certainly not a soup, so we don't want to drown our vegetables. So I would say I had a cup. Now, the basis of any slow cooker recipe that I do with a sauce, I always put in instant tapioca to use as a thickening agent. So I always say 1 heaping tablespoon. So I'm just gonna eyeball that. And trust me, it doesn't make a taste of tapioca. All it literally does is serve as a thickening agent. I'm gonna put my slow cooker onto high. All right. So we have a couple more ingredients that I'm not gonna do now, but except this one is that I'm going to add a bay leaf. Actually, why not add 2? Just added a bay leaf. I'm going to leave it alone for about 3-4 hours, and then 30 minutes before I serve the gumbo, there's 2 things I'm going to do. I'm going to add a bag of frozen but thawed okra. I went to 3 places today to get okra, but evidently it's not in season. So a frozen bag of okra is always a good thing to keep in your pantry. And I'm also going to lay on top of the gumbo some shrimp that the steam of the slow cooker will cook them after about 15 minutes. So 30 minutes before we serve, okra and the shrimp will be added. I also will taste and see if we need to add or kick up our spice ingredients, as in a little bit of heat. Live life, taste life, my friends. And if you don't have a slow cooker, I highly suggest investing in one. It really is a fabulous thing to have in the kitchen, to have a hearty meal and a clean kitchen, and you can do your thing all day and come home and find this fabulously savory meal waiting for you. And true confession, I own 4 slow cookers, all different sizes, so it's a good thing.